Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to Caldwell University's 79th Annual Commencement. Please remain standing as we play our national anthem, and please remove any hats, not graduates, but any hats you are wearing as we play our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. My name is Sister Kathleen Toot, and I am the Vice President for Student Life. On behalf of the community of the Sisters of St. Dominic, the Board of Trustees, President Whalen, members of his cabinet, our esteemed faculty, dedicated staff, and faithful alumni, we are honored to welcome you, our graduates, and you, their loved ones, to celebrate this joyous occasion. Today, for the first time, you, as undergraduates of Caldwell University, are wearing a hood. This hood dresses you and acknowledges the rigor with which you achieved your accomplishments in higher education. So I ask you to please take a moment, place your hand on the neck of your hood, and proudly acknowledge your accomplishments. After months of living in the world of COVID-19 and the uncertainty of when and how we would be able to gather, this day of recognition has finally arrived for you. And today, we celebrate the embodiment of Caldwell University's vision and mission in our graduates. And to further our Catholic Dominican tradition, it is St. Dominic's desire to pursue truth through education. And that is the way Caldwell University commits itself and gives expression to the core values of respect, integrity, community, and excellence. And our sincere belief is that each Caldwell graduate will live these values as they go out into the world to make a difference in creating a just society while embracing the foundation that was built at this institution of higher education. So congratulations. I would now like to invite Colleen O'Brien, Director of Campus Ministry, to begin our ceremony with the prayer of invocation, and then followed by a warm welcome from our President, Dr. Matthew Whalen. Colleen?
God of joy and hope, we have been through so much as we stand here today. Although loss has been at the center of our lives this past year, we thank God for this time of graduation and to gather together in person. Despite the immense challenges this past year has brought, your spirit of wisdom has strengthened and empowered the hard work and discipline of every graduate. We pray they continue to hunger for learning, knowledge, justice, discovery, creativity, and determination. As our graduates prepare to walk across the stage to receive their diplomas, let us walk in prayerful gratitude for the many blessings that have made this moment real and filled with great hope. In gratitude, we pray for families and the many who have sacrificed and worked to see them to this hopeful moment. We pray for the professors and administrators who have challenged, cared, and crafted them along this academic journey. Give our graduates patience and hope to energize their search for work that is just and makes proper use of their gifts. Give them courage to face the challenges of carving out a place in society where they might live in peace, service, and gratitude. May your grace cover their anxieties, loss, and fears so that they may stay encouraged about the future. May your spirit guide these graduates as they unfold the next chapter of their lives. Help them to enliven hope in the world and bring good things to your kingdom. And may this celebration be a reflection of the blessings that we find in knowing and loving you. Amen. I now welcome Dr. Matthew Whalen, the 9th president of Caldwell University.
Thank you, Colleen and Sister Kathleen. Caldwell University Board of Trustees, thank you for coming today. Sisters of St. Dominic, thank you for being here. Administration, and to our tremendous faculty who are here in great numbers today, I thank you as well. Give them a round of applause. For our staff, family, friends, and most of all, for you, for our students. Welcome to the 79th Caldwell University Commencement. So here you are, and I pondered what I might say to you today. I thought about a few people who might inspire me to wisdom and eloquence. So I'm going to ask you for just a moment to bear with me and think about just a few of the words some of those people have spoken. When people are determined, they can overcome anything. Those words were uttered by Nelson Mandela. Yet another said this: I was taught the way of progress is neither swift nor easy. That was Marie Curie. Or, I have never had to face anything that could overwhelm the native optimism and stubborn perseverance I was blessed with. That was Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. And finally, the most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Thomas Edison said that. And so as I looked at those people, I thought they might inspire you. I thought some of you may want to emulate them. Any of the stories that I could find that could encourage you and would encourage you, those are the stories I was looking for. A story that would make you think, wow, that person is extraordinary. And I could have told you the stories of any of the people whose words I just mentioned, of the president of South Africa who conquers his past and wins a Nobel Peace Prize after spending 20 years imprisoned on the notorious Robben Island. Or a female scientist who overcomes all odds and performs the initial groundbreaking work on research on radioactivity. That was Marie Curie. Or a Hispanic woman with health issues who defies discrimination and poverty to become the first Hispanic justice on the United States Supreme Court. Or I could have told you about a man who failed thousands of times before perfecting his light bulb design. Surely I thought any one of these people would motivate you, they would inspire you, people that you may want to be like. Except then my own light bulb came on. And I thought of all of you sitting here today, socially distanced, in your cap and gown, waiting patiently through remarks to receive that coveted diploma and degree. And suddenly, I realized I've been searching for a story in all the wrong places. I'd been looking for a tale of resilience to share with you. And yet, there you were. And here you are. The best story of perseverance anyone could tell. In March of 2020, you were likely looking forward to your final year at Caldwell. Some of you planned birthdays, weddings, family reunions. Maybe you put off seeing a friend for another week. The excitement of the final year was settling in. The image of you in a cap and gown, clutching a diploma, was becoming clearer in your own mind. And then, all of a sudden, events were postponed. Remote learning became a reality. Zoom and Google Hangouts became part of our daily activities. Masks, social distancing, personal hygiene, it all became the new normal. You started to wish you had not put off seeing that friend. And a virtual dinner certainly did not feel the same as a hug. That image of a cap and gown may have started to blur. Yet, you got up every day. You did what you had to do. You navigated the new normal. And that doesn't mean every day was easy. There were probably days, and we all had these, that were unproductive. Maybe there were days where it all seemed too much, so you just didn't face it, and that's okay. Maybe there were days filled only with Netflix. You don't have to answer that question. And that's okay too, because along the way, you made the decision to keep going, to persevere, to work hard, to not give up, because that blurry picture of you sitting here today in a cap and gown with a diploma in your hand was too important, too meaningful, and too close to let go. So you made it here. I remember being where you are today. I remember how it felt. You likely feel a mixture of excitement for the future, pride for your accomplishments, and perhaps some fear of the unknown. Or you may have the next few years of your life mapped out. Or maybe you have no idea what tomorrow will bring. For some, that may be thrilling. For others, it might be scary. The point is, we all experience the same moments in time a little bit differently. There is no one right way, and there are no deadlines to your dreams. One thing we all learned, and which will serve as my first piece of advice to you, is this. Expect the unexpected. You can plan every second of every day, only to have it upended by something out of your control. Don't worry about that. You've already proven you can do this. You already took the unprecedented challenges of COVID, perhaps withstood unfathomable loss and the unforeseen derailment of your life. And yet you found the strength to go on and do it with tenacity. Do not underestimate the magnitude of what you have accomplished. Not just this year, but carry that through you for the rest of your life. To stay the course when the winds and a torrential downpour, a monstrous storm, if they're threatening to knock you off the course of your life. The unexpected will come. Those storms will come. But you've already proven you can adjust your sails, navigate through those troubled waters, and come out the other side. And it is worth it for you to do that. Every second of that time is worth it. I have 3 more pieces of advice for you. The first, get really good at making mistakes. I have. Nearly all of the famous success stories, and I do not proclaim to be one of those famous success stories, they tell a story of countless failures. A Nobel Prize is not won without blunders. Research on radioactivity is not without errors. Law school was not completed without mistakes. And to paraphrase Edison, he once said he did not fail. He merely found success only after learning about 10,000 ways to do things differently. We all make mistakes. It's what we do with them that matters. Take responsibility for them, learn from them, and remember you are always only one mistake away from success and achieving your dreams. Success, the very word itself, has at its root in the Latin, to come after. Success is what comes after all those times when you thought you were not going to make it. My second piece of advice, dream before you think. I borrowed this from Toni Morrison, the first African-American woman to win the Nobel Prize in literature. She said, as you enter positions of trust and power, dream a little before you think. And I hope that's what we're all doing here at Caldwell. We're dreaming about what our future might bring. I urge you to abandon the mindset that things need to be done the same way as it's always been done. If you dream before you think, then you are asking yourself, what is possible? Instead of what has been possible. And in that difference, that's where you'll be able to create change and make your dreams come true. My last piece of advice, one I give my daughters constantly, is this, and perhaps the most important. Be kind. Being kind is critical. Be kind to your neighbors. Be kind to your families, your friends. Be kind to the person who hands you your morning coffee, to the person who picks up your garbage. Be kind even to those people who may not have been kind to you. And last but not least, be kind to yourself. I'm not sure who said this, but I believe it's true. Kindness is a gift that has 0 cost, but infinite value. And at Caldwell University, our core values of respect, integrity, community, and excellence, they're all reliant on kindness. Your smile, your good morning, your offer to help someone may at any time turn their life around, and you may not never know it. But it's critically important that you show that kindness. Think about how many times someone was kind to you, our faculty, our staff, how they helped you through. Think about how many times others have done that for you, and then keep these values of respect, integrity, community, and excellence surrounded in that kindness. Keep them close to you as you navigate life's journey. I think you'll find, as I did, they'll serve you well no matter what you choose to do. So tomorrow begins a new chapter. Today, you'll hear about the life journey of one of your classmates. They share your story. They share your story of perseverance. They share your story of tenacity. And your story is one of strength. It is one of meeting obstacles and then removing those obstacles. And I hope that in your next chapter, you use what you have learned here at Caldwell University to prepare for the unexpected. I hope that you get really good at making mistakes, that you dream big dreams before you think, and that you're always greeted with the kindness you are giving. I said I wanted to tell you a story about someone who would make you think, wow, that person was extraordinary. But look at all you have done. You are the best example I could find of resilience, of perseverance. You are the Caldwell class of 2021, and you are absolutely extraordinary. Go Cougars, God bless, good luck in your lives.
Thank you, Dr. Whalen, for your words of inspiration and challenge. Thank you so much. To recognize the strong bachelor's program at Caldwell University in a personal way, each May we call upon an undergraduate student to speak on behalf of the graduating class. A team of faculty chose this student after a rigorous selection process amongst a pool of very, very impressive nominees. It is now my pleasure to introduce Keith Chawalaby. Keith, come on up here, Keith. Come on up here, Keith. Keith is receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree in biology with a minor in music and graduating magna cum laude. He is a native of Kampala, Uganda. Following commencement, Keith has accepted a position as a junior specialist at the University of California, San Francisco Brain Tumor Research Center. We are delighted to welcome Keith to deliver the 2001 Undergraduate Commencement Address.
Thank you so much, Sister Kathleen. Those were very kind words. Hello! Yeah, I came with that energy to this morning. This afternoon, wow. President Whalen, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, fellow graduates, and our lovely distinguished guests, a very good afternoon to you all. I am incredibly honored to have been chosen to deliver this salutation of hope and encouragement on this wonderful spring day. My name is Keith Chirabo Chawalaby, as you've heard, And prior to today, I had the opportunity to give a formal speech at Caldwell once as a freshman at the Ugandan flag raising ceremony, which is a ceremony we hold to celebrate all new students who are the first to attend Caldwell from their country. So I'd like to congratulate myself for coming full circle. Naturally, when this opportunity to speak today was presented to me, I was drawn immediately to that address, most of whose content I have stolen and repurposed for use today. First, a quote by Julius Caesar, Veni, Vidi, Vici, which translates to, I came, I saw, I conquered. And secondly, a musical inference in which I ask you all to participate with me. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Great job. Someone might be wondering if you came to the wrong venue. Yes, you're in the correct place. Trust me, it will all make sense eventually. As an international freshman, I had chosen Caldwell based entirely off of my internet research, ending in a fateful decision that I have come to accept as one of the best in my life. While many of us might not share the same internet recklessness, we each chose Caldwell for various reasons. Maybe it was close to home, or because of the financial aid package, or you wanted to join an athletic team, or better still, you visited and felt the overwhelming sense of community. And just like that, fate brought us together from all around the world to pursue this abstract goal also referred to as an education. Over the course of time, we built relationships, acquired new skills, increased our knowledge, tested our beliefs, and made several midnight trips to the Dunkin' Donuts on Bloomfield Avenue. And even if we might not have known each and every other person in our graduating class, we were and still are connected, if not solely by our humanity, then also by our shared commitment to see this education through, by this desire to achieve. We came, but not without adversities. We have overcome several hurdles. We made it through a global pandemic, also including but not limited to intro to philosophy, being international students, being first-generation students, having low-income backgrounds, or more universally, just being naive to the maturity that success in a college education often requires. We saw, through multiple challenges, we strapped ourselves by the boots and carried on with our journey. We drew strength from our family, friends, and our teachers. To our friends and families, thank you for supporting us emotionally, spiritually, but more importantly, financially. And to our amazing professors and staff, thank you for your unwavering commitment to equipping us with the tools necessary to succeed in this world. Through several meaningful interactions, we have been immersed in our core values of respect, integrity, community, and excellence. We conquered. Now, that journey that began with a trip to Six Flags and a barbecue in the president's backyard has come to an end. That journey has left us with sentimental memories to cherish, warm relationships to leverage, and globally relevant skills to employ. And now, as we're moving on to the next phase of our lives, it is time to rekindle that old flame of bright-eyed hope. It is time to awaken the desire to achieve once more. Life, with its ebbs and flows, has given us another starting point just as we crossed the finish line. Just as with the musical scale we sang earlier, where we went from do to do, this end is truly just a beginning for something new. Life, like a great art piece drawn out on several separate canvases, has offered us a fresh canvas onto which we will paint our dreams into existence for the next season of our lives, for this next season of our lives. And I could honestly not be more excited for what the future holds, because despite challenges and dark times, we will emerge as victors, just as we have today. Or, to quote one of the greatest philosophers and poets of our time, Kendrick Lamar, if God got us, then we gonna be all right. Class of 2021, we came, we saw, and today we have conquered. And we will do so again. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you. It says it all. The applause from your classmates, from everyone here. The energy, the message, so powerful, so real. Thank you. You made a difference, Keith. Your mark is here forever. Just know that. We now move on to the next part of our program where we recognize an honorary degree recipient. I now ask Dr. Kathleen Ann Kelly, Associate Professor and Director of Undergraduate Nursing, to please come forward to facilitate the bestowing of the honorary degrees. Dr. Kelly, your turn.
I almost don't want to follow him. Way to set the stage. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, Caldwell University proudly presents an honorary degree to Ujwala Magonkar, MD, and Shamkant Magonkar, MD, posthumously. Ujwala Magonkar is a retired pediatrician with over 30 years of experience in the medical field. She graduated from Topawala National Medical College in Mumbai, India in 1978. After immigrating to the United States, Dr. Magonkar completed her residency at St. Barnabas Medical Center in Livingston, New Jersey. While working as a pediatrician, Dr. Magonkar remained an affiliated physician with St. Barnabas Medical Center. Dr. Ujwala Magonkar has carried on her late husband's legacy by providing philanthropic support to Caldwell University's nursing program by establishing the Shamkant Magonkar Endowed Scholarship Fund, as well as continuing to provide support for the Magonkar Family Scholarship Fund. Ujwala is also a supporter of St. Barnabas Medical Center and Jersey Battered Women's Services. In addition to these local organizations, Ujwala supports the American Red Cross and UNICEF and has sponsored children's education and adopted villages in India. And so today, for her long-standing service in providing pediatric medicine to families and children in Caldwell and the surrounding community, for her philanthropic support of various organizations in New Jersey and the surrounding area, for her support of children's programs in her home country of India, for being a loyal and generous benefactor to Caldwell University's School of Nursing and Public Health, for exemplifying what it means to achieve and live the American dream, for serving as a role model to international students and women everywhere. Caldwell University is proud to present Dr. Ushwala Mangolkar, with a Doctor of Humane Letters degree, honoris causa.
Thank you very much for your kind remarks, Dr. Kelly, and thank you. Good afternoon, and congratulations to our 2021 Caldwell University graduates. It is my honor to be here on your special day. On behalf of my late husband, Dr. Shamkant Mulgaonkar, and myself, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the Board of Trustees, President Dr. Matthew Whelan, as well as Lori Funicello, who I've had the pleasure of working with and getting to know personally over the years. Sham and I have enjoyed a strong relationship with Caldwell University, and I have always been impressed by the wonderful institution that you have called home for the last 4 years. We have seen the dedication and the commitment of the university that the university has for its students, and have experienced firsthand the passion and the energy that you students give back in return. And so it is especially rewarding and humbling to receive these honorary degrees today. As physicians, Sham and I always believed that helping our patients required a strong team. Over his 40 years at St. Barnabas Medical Center in Livingston, Sham saw how critical it was for nurses, social workers, doctors, and administrators to work closely together to manage the needs of our patients. Everyone, in his view, brought a distinct perspective to the table, with nurses serving as the glue that bonded the team together. And for that reason, Sham always made it a priority to promote the learning and the development of nurses whenever he could. He was a fierce advocate for nursing. In the year before his illness, he had the honor of providing educational lectures to nurses and public health students right here at Caldwell University. And so it is especially gratifying to hear about the many nursing students who have done clinical rotations at our hospital, St. Barnabas Medical Center in Livingston, as well as other prestigious hospitals, and have been hired by these hospitals as well. Sham and I did not have much growing up in India, but we were extremely fortunate to have access to education, a gift that changed the trajectory of our lives and for which we are eternally grateful. And so, outside our professional lives, we became passionate about helping the disadvantaged, marginalized, and abused mothers in India and the United States achieve independence and self-sufficiency through education. Having worked with so many mothers as a pediatrician in my professional life, and being a mother myself, I felt deeply in my heart just how important their physical and spiritual security was to the child as well as to the family unit. There is an expression today that encourages us to practice random act of kindness. What Sham and I learned over the years from mentors, colleagues, and the daily demands of life is that kindness is not random. Kindness is purposeful. Kindness takes work. Kindness takes commitment. It requires us to have empathy when things in our lives are difficult.
It requires us to quell our anger and reserve our judgment when someone is upset. But most of all, kindness requires you to be unconditional. I know that Sham would want me to tell you to keep kindness in your hearts and bring kindness to others every day through every action and every word. Keeping kindness in your hearts will get you through. Kindness is what? As I look at your eager faces today, will make our world a better and a more compassionate place. My hope, our hope, is that you keep that part of you strong as each and every one of you enjoys a long and rewarding career. I really promise it will see you through the most difficult times as it did for us. Lastly, to all of the international students here, I know how difficult it is to leave your home country and come to a new land. But with kindness, hard work, sincerity, passion, you can and will achieve wonderful things here. The American dream is still alive and well and resides within every one of you. Sham and I are extremely honored to receive these wonderful degrees today, bestowed upon us by Caldwell University, and I look forward to supporting this wonderful institution in whatever way I can, long into the future. Thank you.
Shamkant P. Malgonkar was one of the first professionals in transplantation in the United States. He was instrumental in the rapid growth of transplantation and championed the development of the Living Donor Transplant Institute at RWJ Barnabas Health. He was a dynamic leader who cared for more than 1,500 kidney transplant recipients since the 1970s. He and his team were largely responsible for the success of the Barnabas Health Renal and Pancreas Transplant Division as one of the most highly regarded programs in the United States. Dr. Malgonkar was the past president of the Transplant Society of New Jersey and had twice been named New Jersey Transplant Professional of the Year. He was also named Transplant Physician of the Year in 1996. His major research interests included transplant immunology, clinical trials of newer immunosuppressants, and allograft thrombosis. He led clinical research trials in the use of many novel immunosuppressants and published over 100 scientific papers in peer-reviewed journals. He was on the speaker bureau of numerous transplant pharmaceutical companies that are leaders in the field of transplant immunosuppression. Before Dr. Malgonkar's untimely passing in 2019, he served as a member of the Caldwell University School of Nursing and Public Health Advisory Board, spoke as a guest lecturer on campus for nursing and public health students, and along with his wife, Dr. Ushwala Malgonkar, made philanthropic contributions to support nursing scholarships, as well as financial support to Caldwell University's nursing skills and simulation laboratories. And so today, for his vision, innovation, and leadership in the field of live organ transplant, which saved countless lives, for his extraordinary achievements in basic and clinical research, for his founding of the Living Donor Transplant Institute at RWJ Barnabas Health, for his dedication to compassionate clinical care of patients and families, for his philanthropic support of education and health care in his local community, for his service to Caldwell University's School of Nursing and Public Health Advisory Board for his generous support and mentorship to nursing and public health students, for exemplifying what it means to achieve and live the American dream. Caldwell University is proud to present to the late Dr. Shamkar Malgonkar with a Doctor of Humane Letters degree, honoris causa, presented posthumously.
Thank you, Dr. Kelly, and thank you, Ujwala, to you and your family for the difference that you make here in this area of New Jersey, but obviously beyond the walls of New Jersey and into the field of medicine. You've made a difference for so many in what you and your husband have done to help people become healthy. So thank you very much. I now welcome Dr. Elena Chonobusky, Acting Vice President for Academic Affairs, to introduce and explain the symbols and regalia of Caldwell University and higher education. And at this time, our graduates will be instructed to start the stand-up to receive their diplomas. So Dr. Chonobusky, please come forward.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. All of our graduates are proudly wearing academic regalia at today's celebration. The faculty and staff, who are an integral part of today's celebration, too, are robed in their academic regalia. Wearing academic regalia by faculty, staff, and students symbolize the academic bond between the university and you, our students, the bond that has been created during your educational journey. In addition, wearing academic regalia provides a visible connection to the birth of the modern university that dates back to the 12th century. The style and color of the caps and hoods, as well as the cut and style of the gowns, all tell a story of the graduate's academic journey. They demonstrate the level of degree held, the specific discipline, and the institution the graduate attended. Some of you are also wearing stoles or cords. These indicate that the wearer is a member of an honor society or has earned honors in other ways. For example, veterans or active duty U.S. military have their service recognized with a red, white, and blue cord. Today, as you don your new academic attire, our faculty and staff celebrate you and your accomplishments. Just like academic regalia, the first university seals date back to 12th century Europe, where the first modern universities were born. At that time, a monarch or ruler granted seals to universities to recognize them as an entity that could handle its own legal affairs. At that time, a seal was a symbol of autonomy and special privileges and rights given to members of the university. It also functioned as the signature of the institution. Today, the university seal is the most formal expression of the university's identity. As such, its use is reserved as a formal insignia for documents such as transcripts, diplomas, or certificates. Let's look at the seal of Caldwell University together. You can find the image of the seal on the front of today's program, and it is also displayed right here in front of the podium. Caldwell University was founded in 1939 by the Sisters of St. Dominic, which the coat of arms reflects. Our coat of arms captures the significance of a Caldwell University education in its colors, its motto, and its symbols. The red indicates the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and the gold points to his kinship. On the university seal, the college motto is imprinted on an open book, which symbolizes Caldwell University as an institution of learning. The college motto, Sapientiae et Scientia, means wisdom and knowledge, and is derived from the litany of the Sacred Heart. The cross, which divides the whole into 4 parts, is taken from the coat of arms of the Order of Preachers, more commonly known as the Dominicans, and shows the relationship of the Sisters of St. Dominic as members of the Order of Preachers to Caldwell University. The golden sun, which is found in the upper left quarter, is the symbol of St. Thomas Aquinas, patron of all Catholic schools and particular patron of Caldwell University. There is one more symbol that needs to be explained today. Caldwell University Commencement begins with the entrance of the University Mace, carried by the University Grand Marshal. The University Mace was the artistic creation of Sister Geraldine Muller, OP. Sister Geraldine is the founding chairperson of the Arts Department and initiated the Bachelor of Fine Arts program at Caldwell University. At that time, Caldwell University was the first in New Jersey to grant such a degree. The mace symbolizes the university's governing authority and is present only when the university president and board of trustees are in attendance. When the mace is present, it means the proceedings have official sanction. The tradition of the mace derives from medieval times in England, when the mace was held by a bodyguard for dignitaries at ceremonial functions. Ceremonial maces are used by governing bodies worldwide, including the United States House of Representatives and the British Parliament. The mace reminds us that universities are custodians both of the enduring traditions of learning and of the power they bestow upon those who come to learn. It is a reminder that the learning process has not always been comfortable and easy. The Caldwell University mace bears the inscription, wisdom and knowledge and truth. This inscription reminds us of our Dominican tradition and connects this tradition with the Caldwell motto, Sapientiae et Scientia, represented on the university seal.
Thank you, Dr. Chmielewski. And that is a very important information to understand about what you're wearing today, what it means to be part of an institution of higher education. So thank you very much. Well, I think you're all excited because now is the time you've all been waiting for. Okay. I invite our president, Dr. Whalen, to come forward to present the diploma to each graduate, and Professor Bob Mann of Communication and Media Studies to come forward to present the undergraduate candidates for graduation.
Thank you very much, Sister Kathleen. Good afternoon, everybody. Before we get started, just a few pieces of business. In order for the commencement ceremonies to move along smoothly, we ask you to keep your applause to a minimum so that every name of every graduate can be heard. In addition to that, I've reached out to a lot of you, and most of you have responded. I appreciate that. With phonetic pronunciations of your name. It's very important to Caldwell University that this be right for you and your family. However, as you come up here, I may want to do one final check. So I'm going to mute the mic, as I just did, and hopefully remember to turn it back on, and then ask you really quickly just to pronounce your last name, your first name, or your middle name, so please be ready for that. We know you're sweltering, and so we shall all begin. And congratulations to everybody. Dr. Whalen, since the faculty has confirmed that the following students have completed the studies required of the candidates for degrees, and since the Board of Trustees, by virtue of the power granted to them by the authority of the state of New Jersey, has authorized the conferral of the degrees, may I present to you the following candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Science in Nursing. And our first presentation goes to someone you certainly know, our speaker, Keith Kawala-Biye, magna cum laude and honors program. Leandro R. Almonte, cum laude. Joseph T. Gravina, magna cum laude. Nikolai N. Andonov. James M. Grazik, cum laude. Kayla Saladija. Brandon Delizio, summa cum laude. Jose Chuquimarca Fuentes. Dariela Almonte. Maria Adriana de la Cruz de Leon. Christian Alexander Jimenez. Marissa A. Amorisano. Jora Marie Elizabeth Carpio. Akash Acharya, cum laude. Sunny Gupta, cum laude. Enes Asani, cum laude. Ian Antosek. Diego N. Hernandez. Jared M. Dockett. Elijah Vasquez. Fioron. Elise V. Fioron, summa cum laude. Jenna Gregg, cum laude. Christy DeMarco, magna cum laude. Corrine Oliveira Duarte. Michael A. Airy Jr., cum laude. Tavis Jared Brunson. Kayleen R. Kane, summa cum laude. Sheena Sunny Bhatti, cum laude. Chris Mary Cruz. Had it backwards. Matthew Thomas Horner. Patrick William Harris. Brianna Lynn Kostick, cum laude. Alicia Noel Charlo. Jennifer O. Bakari. Julia Karen. Antonia Duzick, magna cum laude. Pauline Angelica Karch, cum laude. Nikki Ann Giamo. Alyssa Marie Ayuso, cum laude. Utsav Casey, magna cum laude. Abhishek Kadka. I left the mic open for that. I'm glad I got it right. Abhishek Kadka, magna cum laude. Denise Dami, magna cum laude. Kushal R. Bandari, magna cum laude and honors program. Seema Kafle, summa cum laude. Usha Katawal, summa cum laude. Ingrid A. Juarez Duran, magna cum laude. Eric D. Johnson Alford. And Gabriela Donna Pangaro, magna cum laude. Samantha Veloso. Daniel Saul Rodriguez. Sarah Davilma. Natalia Cepeda. Trisha Florexo, cum laude. Jillian D. Zuleta, cum laude. Jameson Romaine, cum laude. Jiangmin An, summa cum laude. Cassandra K. Guaman. Brianna Delgado. Nevis. Kayla Paulina Nisevic. Taylor Jocelyn Wright, cum laude. Jordan Coleman Jimerson. Catherine Corey Iannuzzi, cum laude. Jasmine Elizabeth Acuna, magna cum laude. V. N. Dang, cum laude. Melissa L. Gonzalez. Paul Anthony Rodriguez. Cassandra Pardo, cum laude. Nathan Adu Inkasa Dikwa Nkrumah. Randy Antonor. Renard Gerald Blunt. Namaka Shrestha, cum laude. Paige Virginia Sandoval. Anicia Elena Ramirez, cum laude. Joshua Anthony Santana. Stephen J. Yost, cum laude. Ryan Andrew Mondo. Theoniki P. Makras, magna cum laude. Amanda Lee Weishadel. Strupakis. Sabrina N. Strupakis, cum laude. Amanda Estrella Matthews. Arion Marcus Scarlett. Nathaniel E. Parrish. Keyshawn Robert Pryor. Nicole Montero. Eudemus Elsie Sanchez. Elise Caroline Smith, magna cum laude. Alejandra Nicole Leal. Jose Zavala. Arzu Pokral. Yugesh Pandi. Arya Pranish Silwa, magna cum laude. Sanjeev Thorpa Magar, magna cum laude. Jose Manuel Perez Ramos, summa cum laude and honors program. Sachi Threstha, summa cum laude. Conchetta Joe Natural. Osasha S. London, cum laude. Christabel Puma Osedu, cum laude and honors program. Chanel Maria Lawrence, magna cum laude. Amalidia Maria Rosa Tavares, cum laude. Anthony Roy Paneros, cum laude. Ronald Ricardo da Costa Lane, cum laude. Priyunka Mishra. Savyata Regmi, magna cum laude. Ravi Ranjan Thakur, magna cum laude. Prasanna Shah, cum laude. Sagar Pungini, summa cum laude. Jules Alize Lopez. Sean Parente, summa cum laude. Sojiana Ligol Shrestha, summa cum laude. Julia C. Lopez. Amanda Athleanne Livingston, magna cum laude, honors program. Giselle Negrete. Melissa Lozada Hernandez. Yamila Pacheco. Nasir Smith. Bishop Lubiak. Sally J. Velarde. Joaquina Sherelle Belfield. Amanda Lee Lewis. Unkit Tulador, summa cum laude.
Sambij Shrestha, cum laude. Jaylene Grajales. Daisy Inoma Azine Ogbana, cum laude. Ryan Kamani Maxwell. Darlene Mensa, cum laude. Katie M. Morales Calvo, cum laude. Eric Alejandro Zapata. Kritika Sharma, magna cum laude. Utsab Patak, magna cum laude. Shruti Mishra, summa cum laude.
Congratulations to our graduates. What a wonderful accomplishment. I now ask Sister Donna Ciangio, a member of the Board of Trustees, to please come forward and offer the benediction.
Dear graduates, it's with great pride, pleasure, and heartfelt congratulations that I speak to you on behalf of the members of the Board of Trustees of Caldwell University. We, the Governing Board of Trustees, wish you success and happiness as you graduate today. I congratulate you for your extraordinary accomplishments in a most extraordinary, unordinary, and challenging year. You did it. To close with the benediction, I want to use the words of a poem prayer by E.E. Cummings, poet, artist, son of a minister, which expresses the feelings of this day and into the future for all of the great work and world changes that we know you will accomplish in your lives. Bow your heads and pray with me in gratitude. I thank you, God, for most this amazing day, for the leaping greenly spirits of trees and a true blue dream of sky, and for everything which is natural, which is infinite, which is yes. I who have died am alive again today, and this is the sun's birthday. This is the birthday of life and of love and wings, and of the great happening of illimitably earth. How should tasting, touching, hearing, seeing, breathing, any, lifted from the no of all nothing, human, merely being, doubt unimaginable you, O God. Now the ears of my ears awake, and now the eyes of my eyes are opened. So we send you forth in the spirit of St. Dominic and St. Catherine, and the spirit of all your professors and friends at Caldwell University, to go and change the world. And let us all say, Amen.
Thank you, Sister Donna. I now ask our graduates only to please stand. It is now my great pleasure to facilitate the last step of your transition from candidate to graduate. It is time to turn your tassels. So your tassel should move from the right side, your right side, to the left side of your mortarboard. Okay? So now, please turn your tassels. Congratulations, congratulations. So everyone, thank you for participating in the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. Graduates, once the Grand Marshal, stage party, and faculty exit the field, you will be directed by university staff to follow along. And when leaving the field, we ask that you please maintain social distancing with the person in front of you. And once you have exited the field, please make sure you make your way to the parking lot and prepare to depart the campus. Guests, remain in your places until all graduates have departed. You will then exit the field in an orderly and socially distant fashion and exit towards the parking lot. And we ask that because we are getting ready for our next celebration. As they arrive, you will exit. Again, thank you for celebrating with us today, and congratulations to all. We will start moving.